Hello and welcome to Raggy's Beer Reviews, although technically today we're looking at a wine. So from my days at Sainsbury's, one of the top selling Spanish wines, Campo Viejo, and it's their Rioja. It's Tempranillo, the Tempranillo Rioja, 2022 version here. 13%, doesn't say. There's no inclination of anything, as you noticed. It's been opened and I've had to seal it, as it were. Embotellado por Bodegas Campo Viejo, Laguna, España. Yeah, crap pronunciation, by the way. 4 out of 5 for intense, 2 out of 5 for complex, 3 out of 5 for fruity. Tempranillo, serve at 15 to 16 degrees centigrade, so it is that anyway. And it's been, you know, so it's been in the car, so yeah. So let me just quickly get this off, let the air get into it again, and yeah, been a while since I've done a wine review, so it's nice to actually get some wines back into perspective on Raggy's Beer Reviews, or Raggy's Review channel, as it were. And there we go. So more in there than I realised. Obviously it is a red pour. When I worked at Sainsbury's, this sold by the bucket load. They reduced it. There was an offer at £4 a bottle. They could not keep up with demand. It slaughtered, and they killed the offer in the end because they couldn't keep up with it. I assume they had a backlog of it, or they got a load cheap, which is usually the case. Yeah. So what you've got to understand with supermarkets and any retail really, if they get a deal on something, or they chat to the suppliers and they get it cheap, that's when you get your big deal. Other than that, it's a certain price. The standard price is the offer price at all times in supermarkets. So if the offer price is, say, these days it'll probably be about £6 or £7, then that is the price. When it goes back up to £9 or £10, that is not the price. No. The price, the real price, is the offer price. Yeah, you are never getting a bargain. But fair play. So nearly half a pint, it says on there. Hey, bless you. Bless my cotton sockies. Oh, a lovely vanilla on the nose on this. Oh, it smells gorgeous. I do love Campo Viejo. The Tempranillo, the orange bottle, I can't remember which one that is now. And then the Grand Reserva, which is this 16-17 pound bottle. And that's always been £16, to be fair, or even slightly more nowadays. When it goes on offer at £12, and then if you get the buy 6, and you can get it 25% off and get it down a bit more, and especially if you can get it on the blood, get somebody who's a Sainsbury's worker to get an extra 10 or 15% off. Jobs are good, and they're the days. Oh, I do miss working in supermarkets. I do miss it. I miss talking to people, being inside in the warm in the winter. In the summer months where it's baking, being in the chilled, because it was more chill in supermarkets. It's a very, it's a standard temperature. I love talking about beers and wines. There's something about just talking to people about it. It was great. It was invigorating. I love working on the shop floor. I did not like being dragged onto tills, forced to do tills. No, shove that up your arse. But there you go. It's both fruity. There's a dryness to this. Of brands out there, certainly of Spanish wines. It is Spanish. I bloody hope it is. Yeah, it is. One of my favourite Spanish wineries. Around the world, Yellowtail for me is, of course, from Australia. One of the best. And Barefoot as well, you know, they are absolutely top notch as well. American, as far as I remember. Yeah. I worked in retail for 10 years now. So, yeah, I've been back into gardening for 10 years. Bloody hell, this year I turned 54 this year. Wow. 54. And don't let anybody tell you anything different. Are you more grown up? Are you bollocks? Ah. I must do a video about age and, you know, dispel a lot of things. Because I think people think that you get older, you're more wiser, you're more grown up, and all these other things. You ain't got the worries when you get older. Absolute bollocks. Anyway, you don't get this in other reviews, do you? No. I am the most singular, different person out there. And I'm glad to be that as well. As normal as they come, hopefully. So yeah, the vanilla on this, the fruitiness with vanilla bursting through. Oh, dry fruitiness. Oh, certainly it's the spot for me. Proper decent wine. And with wines becoming, you know, in the UK, they seem to be weakening the ABV, which is sacrilege. You know, leave the ABV alone. Let's drink what the Europeans drink. Don't lower it because we're in the UK. And they may say, oh, it's because of the health of the people in the UK. Well, get them to eat better. Get them to exercise more. You know, in a lot of ways, the welfare system needs to change. You know, there shouldn't be nothing such as free. You know, if you're on benefits, you should work for your benefits. If you're not in a job, fair play, for whatever reason, you should be working. You should be sweeping the streets. You should be litter picking the streets. There are jobs to be done. There should be nobody. And I personally think that I've never been that person. I've been that person who's worked all my life. And there shouldn't be anybody. The state should not do it. And then you stop the people freeloading, coming to this country and freeloading, and say, right, you come into this country, you work. And you would stop a lot of that overnight. But the problem is with this country, we're too woke. And the problem is, the world is too woke. And if you look at the world as it is, the reason why people like Donald Trump are in, because of the woke thing. He's in because of that. And so common sense is not there. And oh dear. It's a strange world. Anyway, back to the wine. Slight raggy tangent there. Oh, tasting good though. Gotta be honest. hitting the spot rather well. Certainly feeling the ABV on this. It's fruity. I wouldn't say any fruit burst through. Thought I got a bit of cherry. Certainly got vanilla. But you just class it as fruity. It is the lowest of the Campo range, as it were. You know, cheapest in the UK. But a very decent entry level Tempranillo. Would I drink it again? Absolutely. Out of 5, if you're giving scores, a good 4.4 out of 5 for me. A very good wine from a very good winemaker. Yeah, love this brand. Love the Grand Reserve. And the orange label. I forgot what the orange label is. But yeah, we did the Tempranillo. We did the orange label. And we did the Grand Reserve. 3 labels from Campo Viejo. In reds anyway. We did do rosés as well. Can't remember doing a white, to be honest, but we probably did. Cheers all. Oh.